In this video, I'm going to show you how to put a full color photo onto a mug, like this, or like this. There are a lot of different methods to do this, and so we are going to walk through quite a few of them. Some of them are super easy and budget friendly. Some of them are a little more complicated and require special machinery. So we're going to walk through a few of them, talk through all of them, and I'm going to help you figure out which one might be right for you. Hey there, I'm Sarah and you are watching Creative Ramblings. On this channel, we share all kinds of videos about crafts and techniques, tutorials, and projects. Today we are talking about how to put a photo on a mug. You would think this is a pretty straightforward project, and it really is, but there are a ton of different ways that you can accomplish this. Some require some machinery and special printers and special materials. Others you can do probably with just the items you have at home. So we're going to talk through a number of different ways to get this effect, and I'm going to help you figure out which one is right for you. The first method we're going to talk about is sublimation. Sublimation is the process of printing a special ink on a special piece of paper, wrapping that image around a ceramic object like this mug, and then heating it up really, really well so that the image transfers to the mug. So to do this, I'm going to design something just in Google Docs. I'm going to print it out on sublimation paper using my sublimation printer. Then I am going to tape it. I'm going to cut it down to size and then tape it to this mug. I want to use special heat-proof tape. Now from here, I could put this into what's called a tumbler press or a mug press, but this mug is just a little bit bigger than the presses that I have, so I am going to use a sublimation oven. That requires not only taping the design down, but putting a piece of shrink wrap over it, placing it in the oven where that heat and pressure are going to transfer the ink from the paper to the mug. Sublimation is a really cool process. It's pretty in-depth, so if you want to learn more, I have a playlist down below that you can take a look and learn everything you need to know. A sublimation mug is really bright and vibrant. I did a pattern on one side and the picture on the other. This is going to hold up to anything. I cannot feel any edges when I touch it. It is one with the mug because the ink has turned into a gas and it has soaked into this mug. I can put this in the dishwasher. I can hand wash it. It can hold up to any light. This is a great way to get a photo onto a mug. The only downside with this is that if you do not already have a sublimation printer and a mug press or an oven, you're going to have to invest in those machines and technology in order to get there. If you plan to do a lot of items like this, like a mug or a tumbler or all kinds of other items, you may want to invest in that printer and the heat press. Next, we're going to talk about sublimation stickers. I just did a full video on this and it's a really cool process. This process requires that sublimation printer and paper again. You're going to print off your photo. Then you're going to sublimate the photo onto this sticker paper with a heat press. So you'll need the printer and the heat press. And then that sticker turns into something like this. Now this is not a photo, this is a design, but these stickers are incredibly durable. So when I feel the mug, I do have edges around here. I can feel that. But this is dishwasher safe and UV resistant. It is really, really durable. I have washed this mug, I have used this mug. This is not going anywhere. So you do get a really, really durable sticker here, but you do still need the sublimation printer and a heat press. Again, I just did a whole video on this. These stickers are really versatile for a lot more than just mugs, but go take a look at that video if you're interested in sublimation stickers. It's another great way to get a photo onto a mug. Along those same lines, our next method is a DTF sticker, something that you don't make at home that you order. So there's a lot of cool companies out there. One that I really like is called Jiffy Prints. You go onto their website and you upload your photo. So you've got a cute photo of your kids like this. You upload the photo onto their website, you select what you want. They're gonna send you DTF stickers, which are a whole lot like these sublimation stickers here. You get them home and you are able to stick them onto your mug, press them down really well. They are dishwasher safe, UV resistant, and incredibly durable. The benefit of this is you do not need any special machinery at home because you're not printing these at home. This would be great if you wanted to make maybe 10 mugs for a bachelorette party or something like that. You don't want to invest in that sublimation printer or that sublimation sticker paper, but you really want to get a photo onto a mug. Take a look at Jiffy. I'm going to link them down below. There's a lot of other companies out there that do this as well. It allows you to create those photo stickers for that project that you want to create. The next process is using something like this. This is printable vinyl from Cricut. So this is a material that I can use with my Cricut machine and my inkjet printer. So if you have a printer at home to maybe print some documents, it is probably an inkjet printer. They're fairly inexpensive. The one I have and I use all the time is well under $100. So between the inkjet printer and my Cricut, I can use this printable vinyl to make this sticker right here. So let me show you how to do that in Cricut Design Space. Here in Cricut Design Space, I'm going to click on New Project, and then down on the left, I'm going to click Upload, and let's bring in the photo I want to use. I've already taken this over to Canva and removed the background. The background is already removed. If I do click on this, it'll take away any white that was back there. And I can do that in the little gap between their arms as well. And I want to print and then cut this, so we're going to click on Flat Graphic. Then I need to resize this. And when I cut it, I do want there to be a little bit of an offset. So up here, we will create a little bit of an offset. Change that to white, and then select both the offset and the photo and click flatten. Three and 3/4 inches is going to fit my mug well. So that's all I want to do. Now we can make it. From here, the first thing I want to do is print this. And we're going to use that printable vinyl and send it over to the inkjet printer. That printed nicely. Now I'm going to connect my Cricut Joy Extra and select the material. With this printed, I just place it on a cutting mat. The brayer is going to help get out any bubbles, and then I load it into the Joy Extra. This has a print then cut sensor, so it's going to sense those black registration marks and cut out around my sticker. Then I just peel it off the backing and place it on the mug. A sticker like this is really durable. I wouldn't put this in the dishwasher. I would hand wash this because it is an inkjet print. You may have some discoloration or some wear if this runs through the dishwasher too many times. But it is vinyl. This holds up really well. Again, I can feel the edges. Unlike sublimation where there are no edges, there are edges on here, but it does hold up really well. Printable vinyl, this one is white, so there is a white edge on it, but it does come in, I think, gold. You can also get this in clear, and not only from Cricut, you can get it from other companies as well. Sticking with that sticker theme, let's talk about waterproof stickers. So this is a waterproof sticker set from Cricut. You can get these from HTV Runt and Tech Wrap and a ton of other companies out there. I have a full video on how to use these. I'm going to link that so you can take a look at it. But essentially you are printing and cutting the stickers using your inkjet printer and your Cricut, but you're laying a laminate sheet over the top that makes the whole thing waterproof. Those can then be stuck to a mug. I don't know that they are dishwasher safe. I tend to, when I have stickers, unless they are DTF stickers or sublimation stickers. I don't put them in the dishwasher because, again, they were printed on an inkjet printer. But with that coating, the laminate that you're putting over the top of it, you are making it pretty durable. So another way to do a sticker is with these waterproof sticker sets. Again, I have a full video on that if you want to take a look there. The next option is actually on the back side of this mug. So this is the printable vinyl. This is a Waterslide decal. So I'm going to walk you through this process on how to make these. This is Waterslide decal paper. I have it in clear and in white. When I pull it out, it's got a paper on the backside and glossy on the front. These work with an inkjet printer, so I am going to print an image. I don't need to mirror it. I just need to print an image onto the glossy paper and let that ink dry. Once printed with the ink dry, I'm going to put this on a little metal tray, and I am going to spray the top of it with a clear acrylic coating. This comes from a bunch of different brands. This is the one I'm using. So I'm going to take this outside and do a thin coat, let it dry for about 15 minutes, and then do 2 more coats for a total of 3. After that third coat, I let it dry for a couple of hours until it's completely dry to the touch. Now I can just cut it out, and I'm just using a scissors, nothing special, and I'm going to leave just a small white border around the entire photo. This is what the sticker is going to look like. Next step, I need a shallow dish of water. So this is warm water, roughly 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to pour it in here. Then I'm going to slide the sticker in there until the back starts to slide off. This is where it gets its name. It's a Waterslide decal. Once the back starts to slide off, I'm going to move this over to the mug and slide the photo onto the mug. I don't want to peel it off and place it like a sticker. I want to slide it. Then I'm using this little scraper I have here to gently push out any bubbles. Now I'm going to let this dry completely. So once you've got this on, this is actually a sublimation mug. It can withstand really high heat. I'm going to go put this in the oven, and I am going to bake it to help cure this in here. If you can't do that, just let it sit for like 3 days without touching it, and it's going to cure. These are going to hold up really well. It was printed on an inkjet printer, but it has that coating over it, that spray coating we put on. So hand wash, not dishwasher safe, but you can hand wash these. What I like about this is you don't need a Cricut. You don't need a sublimation printer. This is all done with my inkjet printer and then by hand. So it is time intensive and labor intensive, but you don't need a lot of machinery to do it. One other honorable mention is this. This is Podge Photo Transfer. This is a really cool product. Again, you don't need any other material for this. You just need this. The key though is you print out a photo just on regular paper, but you have to use a laser printer. I do not have a laser printer. To get around that, I could print a regular photo or take a picture off my wall that's on photo paper. I can head to my library or place of business and I can make a photocopy of that because a photocopier is a laser printer. So if I go to my library and I think for 50 cents, I can make a full color laser print of a photo, then I can use this. And this is just applying the Mod Podge, letting it dry and transferring it over to a mug or a piece of wood or anything. So this is definitely something to look into, but just know that you have to have that laser print. So I want to talk about one other thing, and this is not a method, but this is something you can add to one of these methods. So both of these on here, this is printable vinyl, this is Waterslide decal. Neither of these are dishwasher safe, but I can hand wash them. In comes dishwasher safe Mod Podge. So I can take this, follow the directions on it, and after my Waterslide decal has cured for a couple days, or for the printable vinyl, I can just add a coating over it, let it dry. Again, according to the directions, you really want to let it dry for a long time. These two together will hold up in the dishwasher. This is a great product to have on hand if you are not doing something like Sublimation or DTF stickers. So we talked through quite a few ways to get a photo onto a mug. And there's all kinds of reasons you might want to do this. Maybe you're making gifts, like this has my kids on it. This would be a great grandma and grandpa gift. Or you are making maybe stuff for your wedding party or something like that. There's a lot of reasons you might want to do this, and there's a lot of methods. So I have 2 recommendations for you. Number 1, sublimation is the way to go, but it requires a lot of equipment. So you will need a sublimation printer and a mug press or an oven to get the image onto the mug. If you already have a sublimation printer, if you already have a tumbler press, just go that route. It's the best way to go. If you think you want to make a lot of these, it might be worth investing in that machinery. Take a look at my sublimation playlist down below. I walk you through everything and just see if that's a route that you want to go. The second option, which I think requires the least amount of equipment, is Waterslide decals. So that is this paper right here. Again, it comes in white and clear. What I like about this is all you need is your inkjet printer. And again, the one I use that I've been using for years is well under $100. I use it for the random document that I need to print here and there. I use it for all my stickers and things like this. Other than that printer, you don't need a Cricut, you don't need a heat press, you're just using a scissors and some water. Then get yourself some dishwasher safe Mod Podge, and these 2 combined make a really durable photo mug. Everything we talked about today, if I have more videos on it, they're linked down below. And I'm going to try to link all of the products we talked about, the Waterslide decal, the printable vinyl, all of that. I'm going to link that down below. If you're looking for some good mugs, head to Michael's. They have these in the one size smaller. And if you can get them on sale, they're a really good deal. These hold up with sublimation, but they can also be used for any of these other techniques. If you like this video, if you found it helpful, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'm here every week with multiple new videos to help you move forward in your creative journey. If you really like this, take a look at my membership option. Hit that join button right below the video. There are perks in it for you, and it's a great way to support this channel. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.